Welcome to J is for Justice podcast. If live breaking news and following true crime is your thing, then please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like what you see in my videos, please consider giving them a thumbs up. Hello, Miss Potato.
Hello.
Are we live? Are we live?
Are we?
I think we are, but we can't see the comments because we won't be able to see comments today. Darn it, we're going to have to open up YouTube. Good morning or good afternoon, YouTube and Facebook. Let me get a window up here with YouTube on it. I didn't realize we wouldn't be able to see the chattas. I see you guys on Facebook. Welcome, welcome. I see you on YouTube. Hello, loungers. It is FriJay Live, and I'm not on camera because I don't have any water. It's in the water. Yeah, I don't have any water. I was working out in the yard, Potato, and I'm like, yeah, I'll go in now and get a shower, get ready. And I turned on the faucet and no cigar. I was like, yikes. So I am not on camera, but Potato
well, there's
is
plenty of water
Potato
here.
Beautiful. It's in the water.
Oh,
yeah, you are flooded out. What's going on?
We are flooded. It hasn't stopped raining for like 24 hours, and it never floods here.
So is
but
your
our
road
village is flooded?
Your village,
like the main road out of our village is flooded, and then the road. Mine isn't, yeah, because we're on like a hill, but it's got a dip in the hill, so all the water is collected like in the dip. And then down towards the town, the road is closed because it's flooded. The petrol station's flooded. KFC was flooded.
KFC.
It's bad.
KFC, that's a crime.
KFC.
We can't flood the KFC.
And the local school as well.
Wow.
is flooded.
So do they expect it to, is it starting to recede at all or?
Yeah, so it's wet.
Okay. It's what?
It has slowed down, but it's not going to stop until tomorrow. It's slowed down raining, but it's not going to stop until tomorrow evening.
Oh my goodness.
So,
well, we hope that you stay
not
safe.
looking good.
I know, but you're safe at home, so that's a good thing.
And
like at least you weren't out
I'm
and
safe
about.
Yeah.
At least you weren't out and about when it happened.
Oh, I know. I refused. I was like, I'm not even going to risk it. It's scary. I can hear you.
Okay, sorry. My dog just went nuts about something.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Kendi said it's moist in the UK right now.
Nice.
Jay, how do you get anything done talking to Potato? I know she's so mesmerizing. Debbie from Detroit. Detroit basketball. Debbie Caruso coming in hot from the Mitten State. One-Eyed Flo just gifted. And guess who got it? Terry. Welcome, Terry. Terry Cloth. And thank you, Flo. We have a full show today. So I'm not going to be looking at chat like normal because I'm going to be presenting. So if you want to check chat while I'm presenting, that would be great. Because I'm not going to be able to look because I've got so much shiz. So first on the docket is Joran Vandersloot. Now, I put out a video of Beth Holloway yesterday, a short, where she, pretty much said, we got justice today as far as what justice can be, right? I mean, I personally don't feel like this is justice, but after, 18 years?
Well, she's still not been found. Yeah.
Right. And I mean, her mom
and
has
his
to
story is
succumb
crazy.
to that. Yeah, I mean, his story, but now we have
that's all they have, isn't it? They don't have anything.
Yeah. But we have his voice, right? So this is a 3-minute clip. This is Joran Vandersloot. And I don't think he looks like this anymore. I think this is an older picture from Peru, because Beth Holloway, when she went in the courtroom and saw him face to face, I don't know if you guys heard this story, but she saw him face to face and she said, Yoren, you look like hell. You are never going to make it. And then she sat down. And I was just like, wow. To be in the courtroom, to see her, confront him face to face. I mean, I have goosebumps just talking about it. After everything she's been through with this dude, she confronted Deepak and Satish, his two friends. She went and followed them at their workplace to try to get information. And then he ended up saying, hey, for $100,000, I'll tell you where her body is. And I'll tell you what happened to her.
That's so gross that he would do it.
So gross.
Like that.
So, and then she sends him a payment to start this process off. And then he tells her basically to kick rocks, that he's not telling her shit. So that was why he got extradited here finally for that. And he's going to go back to Peru. So he'll never come back here and serve any time. But from what I hear, he can drink wine. He can smoke dope.
What?
This is per Nancy Grace. In the Peruvian prison, he was smoking dope, drinking booze, having conjugal visits. He got married. And I believe he fathered a child.
He got married?
Yes,
What?
He has a baby. Urine has a
That's
child.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
And that isn't justice at all.
No, it's sick. It's absolutely sick. And then when he gets out of the Peruvian prison, then he'll go back to Aruba. And he'll be free. So that's what justice looks like for this case. So here is the audio
That's
of
sad.
urine.
Plus, she asked to go back to her hotel, but I was just trying to get dropped off a little bit further away from her hotel so we could walk back to her hotel and I might still get a chance to be with her.
Okay.
That's what I was hoping for.
Okay. So what happens?
Yeah, Deepak drops me off at a place a little right of the Marriott Hotel known as the Fisherman's Huts. This place is not so far from, the next hotel is the Marriott, and the next hotel after that is another Marriott, which is a timeshare, and then it's the Holiday Inn. Well, we walk along the beach.
All right. Do Deepak and Satish get out? Come with you? What happens to them?
Deepak and Satish leave. They leave. They go back to their home. I assume they go back to their home. They get in their car and they leave. I'm actually with Natalee walking along the beach. I find a space before we get to the Marriott Hotel, where I lay her down. We lay down together in the sand, and we start kissing each other. I get her to kiss me again. We start kissing each other, and I start feeling her up again. And she tells me no. She tells me she doesn't want me to feel her up. I insist. I keep feeling her up either way. And she knees me. She ends up kneeing me in the crotch. When she knees me in the crotch, I get up on the beach and I kick her extremely hard in the face. Yeah, she's laying down unconscious, possibly even dead, but definitely unconscious. And I see right next to her there's a huge cinder block laying on the beach.
When you say cinder block, looking at the walls of this place, is it like those?
The exact same cinder blocks. I see a huge cinder block laying on the beach. I take this and yeah, I smash her head in with it completely. Yeah, her face basically, you know, collapses in.
Ugh.
Even though it's dark, I can see her face is collapsed in. Afterwards, I don't exactly know what, you know, I'm scared. I don't know what to do, and I I decide to take her and to put her into the ocean. So I grab her and I half pull and half walk with her into the ocean. I push her off. I walk up to about my knees into the ocean, and I push her off into the sea.
All right. That is the confession. He was sitting there with his lawyer. So his lawyer was the one asking him questions during that. I want to share this from X. This is Cheryl McCollum. She was actually at the courthouse with Nancy Grace. She has the podcast called Zone 7. And her and Nancy were with Beth that whole day. And I think they went to Aruba with her as well. Both of them went there. So she posted this and she said, here are the fish huts in Aruba where Nancy Grace and I visited with Beth Holloway while on the island last year. So she circled right there a broken cinder block. And I was like, wow. Because when I heard this, I actually went on Google Maps and I was looking at the fisherman huts because, you know, they're kind of messy. Like there's stuff sitting all around like behind them. And, you know, they're like primitive buildings and they have junk behind them and stuff. But there's a broken cinder block right there because a lot of people were saying there's no cinder blocks around there. He's lying about that, but he might actually be telling the truth. And also, these fishermen huts were broken into. And there was a net, like a big net, and they said tools that could be used to weigh someone down were missing.
See, that was the question I had, is how do you push someone into the water, like knee deep in the water, and then they just disappear? You'd have to weigh them down.
Right.
But
My
even in
theory-
shallow water like that, even weighing them down, like you'd think
he had to have gone out.
she wouldn't be able to go out
They
there.
took a fishing boat out. Yeah, they took the fishing boat, and I believe his dad helped him because he claims
His dad.
Yeah, in that clip I played of his interview with Greta the other day, he said that Deepak and Satish dropped him off. He asked them to drop him off a little further down from the Holiday Inn where Natalee was, so that he had time to like walk her back on the beach to kind of make the moves on her, right? So she probably just thought, you know, they were going back to her hotel because he said she wanted to go back to her hotel. So she probably wanted to get back to her friends. So they're going back to the hotel, and he probably knows, oh, the friends are in the hotel room. I'm not going to get any play there. So, hey, guys, drop me off a couple hotels down. We'll walk the beach back up, and I'll make the moves. So they drop him off. Deepak and Satish go home. So they truly did not know probably what happened that night, unless he told them. But truly, they were like, I don't know where she is. They weren't there, according to him. So they go home. He says he does this. And then he walks home. I don't believe that. I think either he walked home and got his dad, and him and his dad came back. Because there is an eyewitness. I know this is a lot. But there's also an eyewitness that saw urine, who looked like urine, and his father, Paulus, near a pond, and they said that that urine was wet from the waist down. Now that kind of correlates with what he said, if you piece it all together. There's truth in the lies. And you have
There
to
always
imagine
is.
that Beth knows so much more than we do. You know, she's been there, she's seen it, she's talked to all these people. So I'm sure for her it is getting the story, because she's probably able to piece together a whole hell of a lot more to kind of make sense of it and really know like what happened to Natalee at this point. Sad.
Mm-hmm.
So sad. And she said that
It's really
Natalee,
sad.
actually, Natalee's birthday is tomorrow. Her birthday is tomorrow, of
Oh,
all
wow.
days. Isn't that crazy? Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
She would be 37, I think, tomorrow. And her mom said that she was going to go on to medical school, and she had no doubt that she'd make it all the way, or that she would have made it all the way.
Man, her poor mom. She's so strong.
She is.
To do all she's done, she's so strong.
18 years of being, pulled in every direction possible. My question is, though, I don't know what happened to Natalee's father. He was very pivotal. Did he pass away, or because I didn't see him at court, and I haven't really seen him in
No
the
idea.
news. I know he went to Aruba, and he went out on a boat, and they actually scanned the water because he thought that urine took him out, or took her out in the water off the fisherman's hut. So he actually was out on that water at one point, which is crazy.
Wow. So he thought that that's what happened, and it turns out to be his story.
Pretty much.
Crazy.
Pretty much. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if anybody knows what happened to Mr. Holloway. Oh, Angie. Let's see. Angie said, "I give up." So she must have said something. A crab trap. That's right. She said there was a crab trap stolen that night. I believe he put her in it, and Paulus took a boat out in the ocean and they dumped her. Yep.
God, in a crab trap.
Yeah. Poor girl. Cheek pinching Granny wants to know if I'm getting any interesting ads. Always, always. And I'll be sharing my screen today. Y'all see them. Okay, so what do we have? Do we have anything else on urine before we move on from this story? No. Okay, so that's it. I just wanted to play his confession because I did have it in writing, and then the audio came out. So I was like, oh my gosh. The next story we're going to talk about, this is going to show you some ads. Oh boy, this is going to be a good one, Potato. Wait for it. Oh boy. We've got Temu coming on strong here on Daily Mail. Whoa. I've got all kinds of stuff. We've got, look at it changed. I had like those hand sleeves with thumb things sticking out, and one of them had a knife in the hand. You might see it. It was flashing where that girl is sleeping. Yeah, wait for it. I'm not even joking.
I was going to say, these ones look pretty tame.
Yeah, they do. They do. But they keep flashing and changing. So if you keep your eye up there, you might see the sleeves that have the hole marks, like the hole. And then there was a knife in the hand. It was weird, but it went away. But anyway, we've got Bryan Kohberger's aunt. Bryan Kohberger's aunt, Tracy, says that she believes he'll be found guilty at trial, and his family is trying to distance themselves from the horrifying case. Now, this came from the U.S. Sun originally. Ooh, look at those teeth. Why is this so large? Oh, I'm zoomed in. Hang on. Zoom out. Oh. Yikes. Yikes, Ashley. Yikes. Okay, so this...
Yikes.
From what I could tell, I just found this before I came live. There's some drama going on with this reporter here from Katie Forrester and JLR on X. If you guys want to check it out, he's tweeting about it right now. I haven't been able to catch up, but apparently Bryan Kohberger's aunt is saying that this Katie Forrester is harassing her and that she didn't give her permission to make this article. So I don't know. And this Katie Forrester has blocked JLR on X. And there's like a bunch of drama going on with it. So I don't know. JLR is talking to Bryan Kohberger's Aunt Tracy. Apparently he's going to be having an interview live. He's going to have her on his channel very soon. So you're definitely going to want to check that out. But in the meantime, this is the actual U.S. Sun article. Bryan Kohberger's heartbroken aunt, which he hasn't seen in a long time, believes he will be found guilty of murdering 4 University of Idaho students and may try to take his own life if convicted. The U.S. Sun tracked down Kohberger's relative and spoke to multiple sources in Vegas, where the majority of Michael Kohberger's family resides. So one of his dad's brother's ex-wife, I believe, they're divorced, but she had children with him. They migrated over to California and then Nevada from the East Coast, while Michael and his wife, Marianne, and 3 children remained in Pennsylvania. Kohberger's Las Vegas relatives described the case as surreal, with many trying to distance themselves from what has become one of the biggest M cases in recent years. Some claimed although the 28-year-old was an odd character and very reclusive growing up, he never showed any signs of violence, and many were left stunned when he was named as a suspect. Look at, I'm not fat, I'm just easy to see. I'm not clumsy, just the floor hates me. The table and chairs are bullies, and the walls get in my way. I must be clumsy, according to my phone.
Are you?
Okay, so what is this all about? Pretrial hearings have been pushed back to October 26th due to an unspecified illness, while Kohberger remains in a maximum security cell. What? Right.
Who's ill?
I don't know. I know that Aunt
Is
Taylor's
Bryan
wearing a
ill?
mask. I don't know. Does he have COVID?
Oh, yeah, she was.
Because she had the COVID, remember?
Mhm.
His aunt asked to remain
Maybe she
anonymous, which
passed
is
it.
no longer. She may have. She may have. When I saw it on TV, I was lost for words, speechless, she said. It's heartbreaking. I'm a very caring person. And when I saw the news a little bit today in the living room, I couldn't take it. Hearing about them being knifed, I had goosebumps. I just cried. Can you imagine this being your, like, distant relative? I'm surprised she's talking. Why do you think she's talking?
I don't know. Why now?
Attention? Is she worried about Bryan?
Well, if she thinks he's gonna off himself.
Yeah. Is that why she's speaking out? But I mean, are people supposed to have pity and not convict him because he might off himself? She said that she may not watch the trial if cameras are allowed, but she has many questions surrounding the case. And she said, I think he'll be found guilty. She just wants the truth. I would like to see him or write him and find out what happened. So she thinks that he's going to tell her. She said her heart goes out.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Right. He's just going to confess to Auntie that he hasn't seen in years. But she said her heart goes out to the victims' families, but said that Kohberger was not well and had battled for years with mental health problems.
But didn't she say earlier that he was okay? He was just a bit of a recluse and a bit quiet, and now she's saying that he had mental problems.
She goes into this though. She says here, to me, he was humble and quiet. I didn't see any violence, but he suffered depressive episodes and was on medication, but she's not sure what he was prescribed. She told him, or wait, she said, if you're not on the medication, you can be triggered. I think he may have snapped. I don't have an answer for why he was depressed. I guarantee he had a wonderful childhood. Michael is a wonderful man. He was a janitor, and his wife is a beautiful woman. She's a teacher, and they worked at the same school. She says, I flew Bryan and his family out here a few times. So that tells me Michael couldn't afford it. because I'm telling you, like the 2 bankruptcies and all that. So she flew the family out there. Once I told Bryan I would show him all around Vegas. So how long ago was this? But the odd thing was he stayed in the house.
I was going to say,
And then she says she suspected
hadn't she
he was
not seen
taking
them for like
drugs at the time.
10 years?
Well, when did he do drugs? Senior year he started? So like 2018? When did he graduate? When did Bryan Kohberger graduate from Pleasant Valley? Because he was doing drugs then, so it must have been in high school
God,
he
I
saw
can't
her.
remember.
It's really not that long. I mean, I don't see my aunts that much. His aunt said it was no big secret that he was into the drug scene. And she was concerned he was also doing coke, mushrooms, drinking hard liquor, and popping pills to deal with mental health issues. She hoped he had gotten clean, so apparently she never checked on him after that, and believed he had an interest in criminology, as others in the family studied forensics, and some of his uncles have a military background. Papa Rogers.
Forensics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kohberger's parents and 2 sisters, Amanda and Melissa, have shown support and believe he is innocent as they are cooperating with law enforcement, per The Sun. They are said to be struggling financially as his sisters were also reportedly fired from their jobs as therapists. So I think that's it. And we're back in court on the 26th for Kohberger. And they sealed his medical records. Let's talk about that, Potato.
Yeah, they did.
So where do we think these
Why,
are
though?
from?
Is that because of his...
Well, it could be the mental health, or could it be that he cut himself and he went to the doctor? He had a doctor's appointment.
Yes.
Could it be from that doctor's appointment? Did he get stitches? Remember his wrist looked like it was cut in the car? I wonder if that could be it. If it could be from that visit.
Possibly.
Katie K says she's not buying
I think
any
it
of
could
it.
be from his...
From what? His mental issues?
From his mental stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hang on. Let me get rid of this. But we'll keep our eyes out to see if JLR interviews Tracy Kohberger. Because that's what
It's
he's definitely
definitely going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait.
Right. Because Bryan, like, she has kids with Bryan's uncle, it would be. Bryan's uncle.
Yeah.
All right. That is it for the Blowburger news today. The Blowburger news. This is crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. All right. Our next story is the Crumbleys. Our favorite couple we love to hate. Jonnifer. We have an escaped inmate named Jonnifer, too. Did you know that? Jonnifer and James.
I know. I saw that.
Crumbly.
Bye, Jonnifer.
Bye, Jonnifer. But here is the Crumbleys. And I'm going to tell you what is going on with them. So we have... Hang on. They asked a judge if they could leave jail to attend the sentencing of Ethan Potato. They think they should get out of their cells to go to Ethan's sentencing.
Oh, oops. I was muted.
Oh, it's okay. So they want to go on December the 8th. Ethan Crumbly, 17, could be sentenced to life in prison on that date. Jennifer and James Crumbly, who are charged with involuntary manslaughter, have had zero contact with their son for nearly 2 years, even though they're all in the same jail. Isn't that shocking?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't surprise me actually with them, seeing as they ditched him from the beginning. They ran off, tried to save their own butts.
But now they want to see him be sentenced. It's crazy.
Yeah. So what's that for? Because they feel something for him, or because they want to watch him go down? Either way, it's pretty gross.
This is what the court filing by Shannon Smith and Mariel Lehman, their lawyers, said. Understandably, this hearing is of paramount importance and would be to any parent, no matter what their child has done. Prosecutors said the Crumbly parents would be nothing but a distraction, especially for the victims who plan to speak at the sentencing. The Crumblies instead could be allowed to watch the hearing online in jail. That was the assistant prosecutor, Mark Keast, recommended that. And I believe that they were shot down on attending in person.
Good.
So the Judge Cheryl Matthews said no in a 1-page order on Friday. So sad. Too bad, Crumblies. And I bet her grays I bet she's looking really, really rich now. Miss Jennifer. This picture is from in the very beginning when they were hand signaling and mouthing "I love you" and all that inappropriate stuff. All right, are you guys ready for the next one? This is an update on Christopher Lee Watts.
This is what I've been waiting for.
Oh, shit. Of course you have. The first update I have is the Watts home. The Watts home has gotten a facelift. And personally, I think it looks
so
great.
good.
It really does.
It does. It makes such a difference.
I didn't think that they'd be able to pull it off and kind of make that house, look like a family home again, but I like it. And I kind of like that a family's living there. I hope that, they can overcome the stigma of the house, and hopefully people leave it alone now that it doesn't look the same.
Yeah, it looks completely different. I still don't know how they live there, but
I know. I don't either. I mean, I looked at it, and I was like, it looks great. But then when I zoomed in on the upstairs windows, it creeped me out.
Especially when you know exactly what happened in there that night.
Exactly.
Like the stairs and everything. I just couldn't. I wouldn't be able to forget about it.
No, I couldn't either. But it doesn't look, the yard looks wonderful. Look at the grass. It's all green again. They've got flags hanging. But upstairs, it just looks so lonely up there. And then not to mention, remember these two windows when people would go there at night and they saw figures and stuff? Yeah, this was, I don't know whose room that is. One of the girls.
Eerie.
I think it's Cece's, isn't it? Cece was above the garage? Because Chris couldn't open the garage or whatever. Or Bella. She'd hear the garage door.
Yeah, I think Bella's was on the right.
But it doesn't look like they have much in the upstairs yet, does it? It looks like an empty room. But yeah, it looks a lot better. It's not brown. The yard looks good. I just hope the neighborhood's getting on, They deserve that. Chris Watts shouldn't be able to ruin the whole neighborhood for everybody, So I thought that was
neighbors moved out, didn't they?
They did. They couldn't handle it. That's what he did.
Everyone going to visit and stuff. It's a lot.
That's why Nate moved. Just say what you want about Nosy Nate, but he saw a lot of shows, So the update I have on Chris, are you ready for this one? It's not as bad as the last one.
I am ready.
But we have a source.
Oh, God.
We have a source at Dodge Correctional that spoke to the Messenger. Isn't that a UK publication? The Messenger. But at any
I've
rate,
not heard of it.
oh well. Oh, here's the knife. I got to show you. The ad just came back. Hold on. Wait for it. Are you kidding me right now? It's like a built-in knife.
Oh,
What? Because
Wait,
of what I
what?
talk about. Yes. They hear what I talk about. Look at, there's a weed grinder next to it. What? Sleeves with a built-in knife. What happens if I click on it? I'm scared to.
They're like
But it says big save on
arm
Temu.
protectors.
With a melted
Those shoes, though.
knife. Oh my God. I can't. My face is beet red right now. I can't with this. Look at the grinder. Price drop. Oh man. My ads are off the chain. Off the chain. Okay, so this is the update on Chris. Hold on. Let me get the picture back up. For the whole, we got to do the whole presentation. So Chris Watts, a source at Dodge Correctional, says that he's definitely turned to his faith, that he attends Bible studies and even leads some. He is trying to be a good example. So he's reading his Bible when he's not asking for wet underpants. He's near the bottom of the prison's social order, according to the source. Everyone knows what he did, and they're disgusted by him. He only has a few friends. The source also says that Watts has no interest in seeking release and is trying to make the most of his time in prison. The prison source also told the Messenger that many fellow inmates have harassed Watts while others ignore him completely. The prison source said, quote, "You don't want to be a baby killer at Dodge, so he's the lowest of the low, but he's trying to help others, even while he mourns his family." The prison source also said, he deserves the punishment he got, he knows that, and he's going to serve the rest of his life sentence. That's his future. And then they said that he also keeps pictures of his family still in his cell. And that's it. It wasn't a huge update. But apparently someone's talking to someone from the prison.
He still has their pictures up, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
He's still got their pictures in his
still
cell.
has their pictures. I'm sorry, I missed the next part. He works now as a prison janitor. And he is eager to start a new life with his girlfriend.
What?
Did you hear what I said?
His girlfriend.
He reportedly spends a lot of time corresponding with scores of smitten women who have written him. And the report claims many of his pen pals believe he's innocent, despite his admissions. And did you know that him and Dylan Tallman have a self-published book of prayers? Remember they had the drama about who gets the book? Dylan Tallman says he's over it. He's not worried about it. He's put it all behind him. But one of the prayers from the book I wanted to share. This is one of the prayers. My past is a blueprint and the devil, the architect. While I watch his fallen ones build stone upon stone every day, I see these walls as insurmountable. A barrier that blocks me from enjoying your love, your peace, and your joy, O Lord. You are my master builder. Help me walk around these walls, sound the trumpet, and shout that they may come crashing down like the walls of Jericho. Give me a break. Cry me a river and give me a break. Now, this is one that I'm not buying any of it. And you're muted, by the way. Yeah, I'm muted. But yeah, I'm not buying any of it. I don't think he's as holy as he thinks he is. And I just don't believe it. What do you think?
No, I think it's just something for him to do while he's in there. I just can't believe that he has a girlfriend. I don't understand why anyone would even want to get into that kind of relationship with someone like him. It blows my
'Cause they
mind.
think he's
I mean, we already knew
innocent. I
that he was
know.
talking to women anyway because of
And he loves it, apparently.
the. I bet he does. I mean, it's not a surprise, is it? After the last update that we had.
No, I'm telling you, he's spending his time pretending to be a Bible thumper and asking women for panties. There, I said it, panties.
That's it now. We've had moist and panties in the same live.
I know,
Done.
sick.
You got a Ouija board down your pants, and you're gonna pull that out.
Nancy, our favorite. So to piggyback on the Watts update, this is something that I just found out. We all know that Armchair Detective followed the Watts case like nobody's business. And we know that the Rusek family was not happy about all of his theories, all of his conspiracies, on and on and on, and they retained a lawyer. Frankie retained a lawyer. Now, whether that lawyer got this done, but I don't know who did it, but Armchair Detectives, all his channels are gone, terminated. And Checkmate Humanity made a video, and I wanted to play a clip of it for you guys. Shit, I just closed it. Excuse my language. Shoot. Let me get it back up. So she kind of gives a little background too. But I mean, he was doing this from 2018, and now here we are in 2023, and he's gone. But Checkmate Humanity goes into him being terminated, and then the other creators that are gone that kind of did the same thing.
While peddling total conspiracy theories and then retaliated on the family for suing him. Okay? Now let's look at the records of a few other true crime streamers who've also been yeeted, starting with Critical K. Critical K also made a name for herself in the Chris Watts case, mostly for calling Shanann Watts a bitch who drove Chris Watts to murder.
I think she drove him to lose his shit.
Oh my God, she did not drive him.
She did. She did.
You don't know what went on
She did,
in
Laura. She did. She drove him insane.
Come on, why are you victim blaming?
She was a bitch.
Now, here's what we also know about Critical K. We know that she also made thousands of hours of content about Watts and several other cases, and most notably, the Christian Androcchio case. We know that her coverage of the Christian Androcchio case resulted in a lawsuit against her by Christian's family, that she has lost that suit, and the judge has ordered Critical K to pay over $500,000 to the Androcchio family. We also know that Critical K's channel was yeeted while the lawsuit was still active, but certainly not going in her direction based on the evidence. Let's also look at Molly Golightly, another big true crime-ish channel that was deleted. We know that when her channel was yanked from YouTube, she had nearly 100,000 subscribers. We know that she also streamed about the Watts case for many hours. Some of those streams involved her drunkenly lampooning Shanann Watts. We know that the vast majority of Molly Golightly's coverage involved getting into epic battles against other YouTubers. We know that Molly Golightly pretended to start a nonprofit organization called Heels on the Ground, and that it later came out that there was no nonprofit, just a ragtag group of YouTubers traveling around doing in-person protests in front of homes of murder victims and their families. It was straight up harassment. We know that one of these protests resulted in getting the father of Summer Wells fired from his job. And we know that right before she was finally yeeted, she had just pretended her mother died, showed her nephew apparently snorting something on a live stream, and held a St. Jude's Hospital fundraising stream that had nothing to do with St. Jude's and had everything to do with spewing transphobic rage. Okay? So, are you starting to see a pattern emerge here? Now let's talk about Jim Terry. Jim Terry didn't have nearly the following of anyone we've discussed so far, but in my view, when you're using your YouTube channel in
Well,
a
that doesn't have anything to do with the Watts. But this is Armchair.
reporter's engaged in epic YouTube battles involving a lot of nastiness.
Because if it is, I'm going to start talking about it, and I'm going to release everything I know, and you won't like it.
Things go bad with Coke.
We know that
So
Frankie
sorry.
Jr.
I can't even understand him. I never could. But apparently that's him like threatening Frankie. Let me slow it down. Maybe that's why I couldn't understand it.
What did he even say?
I don't know. Let's play it again.
He's like a chipmunk.
I know. Literally.
of Frankie speaking out, the armchair detective
Oh
and
my
his
God,
supporters
I've got
engaged
such a
in
delay.
epic YouTube battles involving a lot of nastiness.
Because if it is, I'm going to start talking about it, and I'm going to release everything I know, and you won't like it.
Things go bad with Coke.
We know that Frankie Jr. filed a lawsuit against the
So he was taunting him about drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I'm going to release everything I know.
Yes.
So wrong. It's so wrong. But I just wanted to kind of, talk about that. I mean, you can't do this stuff. You can't do this stuff to people. You just can't.
Not
You
to a
can have an
victim's
opinion.
family.
Right. Like, have an opinion, that's fine. But to go on and on taunting a victim's family is just sick, regardless of what their personal life is.
Mhm.
Their personal life has nothing to do with the crime. You had Critical Case spreading around pictures of Frankie in compromised positions. It's sick. And I just wanted to kind of talk about
Yeah.
it just because I think the Watts case is such an example of what not to do. What not to do.
Yeah.
Okay, on to our next one. Our next one is going to be the 23andMe hack. This is concerning.
Yeah. I do
So-
not like that 23andMe stuff, and this just makes it even worse.
Yeah, it's the second one, too. Hold on. Let me get it
Wow.
up here. So this is the second. Let me get Chris Watts out of here. Another data leak. So this is the second one. Hold on, let me get it up. So the hacker that took credit for the last 23andMe breach says they've obtained another trove of genetic information. Now, what I wanted to know is what they're doing with this. Like, what are they doing with this information or with the DNA? So it says that the last one is 4 million genetic profiles belonging to people in Great Britain.
Wait,
So now it's you guys.
what?
Uh-huh. So on
4
Wednesday,
million?
TechCrunch reported that a hacker
Um,
claims to have leaked 4 million genetic profiles belonging to people in Great Britain, along with, quote, the wealthiest people living in the U.S. and Western Europe. The hacker goes by Golem, and is the same one that stole 1 million lines of genetic data from 23andMe earlier this month. Golem posted the last round on the hacking site Breach Forums. So 23andMe, what do they say? We're currently reviewing the data to determine if it is legitimate. These hackers are light years ahead of
what
them.
does that mean?
Right. It means they don't know what they're doing. Our investigation is ongoing, and if we learn that a customer's data has been accessed without their authorization, we will notify them directly with more information. 23andMe confirmed the previous leak was legitimate and affected the platform's DNA relatives feature, which lets users match with other potential genetic relatives. At the time, 23andMe said it found no sign of a security incident within its systems, adding that the hacker was able to access accounts using, quote-unquote, recycled login credentials that were exposed in other hacks.
What?
What? The recent hack involves the DNA relatives feature
So
as
now they're
well.
linking up their hacks.
Yeah, potentially enabling the hacker to scrape the information belonging to the relatives that an account has matched with. So, even if you didn't do it, it sounds like they can still, or no, I guess your DNA has to be in there. But if you have like a family member that did this, and they can find yours too. So see, look at that's the hack that chick was talking about. Gabriela Vargas. Their own hack just bit them in the ass.
Yes.
Oh my God. Their own hack beat them in the ass. Wow. So that's exactly what she did. She says, "Oh, we have a back door." And then all of a sudden there's, oh my God, in the relatives feature. God, what a nightmare. So there's nothing you can do. Look at, they say we'll contact you individually. So in other words, so sad, too bad. We lost Potato. So sad, too bad. Put a 1 in chat if you have done this 23andMe. She's back. Welcome back.
Hello. I just dipped for a second.
I know. I'm like, oh, she's gone. But yeah, so basically they're just saying, so sad, too bad. You're shit out of luck. Nothing you can do. So if you guys have done 23andMe,
I like
put a
how they
1 in
say that
chat.
they'll contact people.
Yeah,
They'll contact
individually.
people and let them know that they've had their information leaked. They're really going to contact 4 million people and let them know that their info is out there. And we don't know what's happening with it.
How many people live in Great Britain? If 4
More than
million
4
have been
million.
exposed.
But that is a lot of people.
It's a lot of people. They're saying that they're stealing people. KDK says they're literally stealing people's DNA, then sell it for AI.
Oh my God.
They
that's
can
terrifying.
replicate DNA. What's up, Ruckus? KD Dubs, welcome. Welcome to the lounge. Wow.
I mean, it's clearly valuable. Otherwise, they wouldn't be putting all this effort in to hack it multiple times.
God. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And people
you know,
think, oh,
it's
it's
really
just
terrifying.
a bit of fun. Like, send away your stuff.
Well, my parents did it.
Find out where you
so
come
I'm
from.
thinking, like, people that
Mine
are
too.
not even on this earth anymore, their DNA is out there.
Mm.
You know?
Uh-huh.
Like, my mom and dad were so excited to find out about their heritage. And that's why they did the DNA through Ancestry.
Yeah.
When it first came out. It was a Christmas gift from one of my sisters, I think.
I was just about to say people get it for gifts for their family members as well.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you don't even think about the fact that your DNA could be stolen.
KDK says this is also how you get framed for crimes.
That's true.
Nils said he swabbed his German Shepherd and did the DNA. They said she was Romanian, Ukrainian, and Algerian. I was so damn mad. I don't even have a real German Shepherd. But that is scary. Like, what if someone gets your DNA and they put it on a knife sheath and go kill somebody? If you wanted to kill someone, how would you get away with that? Globalism said, my husband's son gave us 23andMe 3 years ago for Christmas. They're still wrapped in the box. Good for you. Observe natural evolution. Stolen DNA, but you sent it in already. I didn't send my DNA in, but I think that people are under the impression that they have privacy. And that's the thing. I don't consider anything like that private. I don't consider anything I put online
No,
private.
once it's out there, it's out there. Anyone can get it. Anything that's stored in a database is hackable. I mean, McAfee taught us that.
Yep. Yep. We were listening.
No one can beat the hackers.
We were listening.
They're always one step ahead.
Truth Exposed says my computer just froze. I think someone is trying to hack my Skype because the window pops up every time I try to come into True Crimes chat. Newsflash, I don't have a cam on this computer. I don't think anyone's trying to look at you, Truth. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I see a data breach, Ruckus, as a little different. Or not, it wasn't Ruckus. Who was it that said that? Observe. I feel like sending in your DNA, like you spit in a tube and you send it to a company, you expect that company to have that shit under wraps, under lock and key, like you're paying them. It's not like having a Facebook account where you put your pictures on there and you think, oh, I have privacy. That's different. I don't consider anything I put on social media private. However, I do expect if I spit in a tube and pay to send it to a company, that they're going to protect that. As a matter of fact, I feel like they should destroy it after you get your results. Whose bloody idea was it to put it all in one database? I mean, well, they have the profile, right? So they upload it to the database. And then what do they do with your DNA? What happens to that spit? I have a lot of questions.
Well,
about
even
the
still,
DNA
the data
process.
the data they receive from your sample after you've been given your results and stuff, that should probably be deleted as well. So they don't have this database that can be hacked and 4 million people's
Yeah, give them the
stuff
results
gets
and get rid of it.
stolen.
Well, I feel like the whole family tree
I mean,
thing
over
is a
here as well,
farce.
especially, we have so many like protections.
Yeah, and it's and it's marketed as like, oh, find out who your ancestors are, you know, find out what your heritage is. I just don't know how they can do this backdoor thing even in an active investigation and it be legal. Like that's what blows my mind, Potato. And we're kind of going back to Kohberger, but I've heard like Scott Reich even say like it doesn't matter if, you know, getting the trash from his dad, if that was legal or not, it still led them to Kohberger. But to me, it's like if one step was illegal, it seems to me like it would X out the whole system. How can they just say, oh, well, yeah, they probably weren't supposed to get, you know, the trash, the DNA out of the trash, but they did anyway. But it doesn't matter because eventually it led us to Bryan Kohberger. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, you would hope that they would do it all the legal way so that then there's no comeback. Like he can't say, well, like his defense, it gives his defense something to say, well, you didn't follow the right procedures and you went in the back door, so that shouldn't be considered and get it thrown out. You don't want to be doing that stuff. Just do it the right way.
So I guess what really blew my mind is why did they even have Gabriela Vargas testify? Because what ended up happening after the FBI went to her house is the defense and the prosecution said, we're not planning on talking. Like the prosecution said, we don't want to cross-examine her. Because remember they said, we'll do it another day. They didn't cross-examine her the day she testified. They said, we'll do it another day. And then they filed a motion saying we don't want to cross-examine her anymore. It's like, what? She dropped a bomb that she uses a back door to find criminals and solve cold cases in mere weeks that the FBI couldn't solve in years. And then all of a sudden no one wants to hear from her anymore? It
But
seems
why?
it's
Why?
stinky.
Like,
I don't
surely
know.
you really would want to cross that.
I just don't understand. No, they're saying, Ruckus, that what point of Kohberger's DNA thing are they trying to throw out? I thought it was the whole process of finding him via his relatives, her backdoor way. Isn't that how it
Yeah.
was?
So they can get DNA from anything that's publicly available. So like trash on the street, they can get it. If it was like in their backyard or whatever, they probably couldn't unless they had a warrant. But if it's out on the
Right.
street, they can get it. But then
Right.
her way was the back way of finding, or she was like, when they pull up profiles and stuff, it pulls up relatives, which they're not supposed to look at, I guess.
Right.
But
So
then
really,
they can
should have
because it's
gotten-
there.
So in other words, they should have, like they did with Rex Heuermann, they should have gotten Bryan Kohberger's DNA from the trash, but they couldn't because he was bagging it up separately. So do you think that they may have tried and been like, there's no trash in here. Like, how would they know? How would they know? Like, that's what I don't understand. How would they know who's, like, the DNA? How would they know they didn't have Bryan Kohberger's? Like, if they got all the trash, wouldn't they have to test it all to know that it wasn't his? Like, how do you figure out, like, oh, his DNA wasn't in the trash at all?
Well, it's probably because the DNA didn't match what was on the actual sheath, but it pulled up a close match that was 99 whatever percent chance of being a paternal match. So that's how they get to his dad. I think it's when it pulls up people that have opted out of being used for like law enforcement and stuff. People that have opted out, their information shows up. So they can see that when they shouldn't be seeing that, and they shouldn't be using that because they've opted out of it. So that's illegal.
So we don't know, though, if that's the way that they got through a back door. We don't know if his relatives were opted in or out. Right?
Yeah. We just know that that's a possible thing that could have happened. Because then they were saying, well, that's not what happened.
What if they could get him off on a technicality like that?
If they did it the wrong way, then...
Katie, I agree.
I don't know.
Katie says, I think they got his DNA when they stopped in Indiana, get trash, and somehow overnight we have a match. They got that match really quick, too. Meg P said, my husband works for the government and refuses to do anything like this. He said, no way is he letting the government get his DNA. Mike Sanner, they got his father's DNA and did a familial match, according to LEFBI. But the question is, were the familial matches opted in or opted out? Because if they're opted out, they should have never popped up.
Yep.
So,
that's exactly what the issue is.
Yeah, that's a scary story. It really is, because there's nothing you can do. It's too late. It's too late. All right, our next update is going to be Danilo Cavalcante. We have an email from, get this, weeks before he escaped. They knew he was going to try. Cavalcante was planning an escape weeks before Chester County Prison break email shows. Chester County Prison Corrections officers, in an email exchange hours after Danilo Cavalcante escaped from the Pacopson, that's a tongue twister. Pacopson, say that 3 times fast, Township facility, noted that weeks earlier someone raised the alarm that the convicted killer could be planning an escape. Back in July 2023, a prison's corrections officer verbally told his supervisor that Cavalcante was an escape risk. And that was told to Becky Brain, or Chester County spokesperson Becky Brain. That's her name. Becky Brain. The exchange was noted in a series of 2 emails dated the afternoon of August 31st, 2023, the day that Cavalcanti crab walked up a wall to freedom. The emails were between a Captain Griswold and a Sergeant Beavers. And you can't make this up. Griswold and Beavers. I am just sending this, he says. I don't want this to come back on us or Hernandez in any way. He noted back in July that this inmate was planning an escape. Griswold then forwarded that email to Acting Warden Howard Holland. Quote, I am not sure how you want me to move forward with this information internally, Griswold wrote. Quote, these three wanted to ensure Acting Warden Holland knew that information about an escape was previously noted, Brain said. Brain said the first names of the officials involved and Corrections Officer Hernandez were redacted or omitted. Brain said Cavalcanti was considered an escape risk back in 2021 when he was taken to Chester County Prison after he fled to Virginia after being named a suspect in the stabbing death of Deborah Brando. The July mention about Cavalcanti planning an escape would have been before he was convicted in mid-August of murdering Brando in front of her children. During the time surrounding his trial, unsubstantiated information from an unknown source was received reinforcing Cavalcanti's status as an escape risk. So Holland took over the prison shortly after the prison break. He has strengthened security measures inside the prison as well as during prisoner transport off prison property. Inmates feared to be planning an escape now must wear different color clothing and be monitored outside his cell by 1 or 2 correction officers. So that's, there's a mosquito in here. That's what's going on with Cavalcanti. The prison board has promised for improvements to be made to the county
So
jail.
they knew that. Oh my God, there's such a big delay. I can hear me in your headphones.
Really?
Yeah.
No, go ahead. What were you going to say? I'm done with it.
I was going to say, they knew that he was a risk and he was planning to escape. And they have cameras where he reversed Spider-Man out of there, but no one was watching. Like, why didn't they have eyes on him all the time? Like, even if you can't have someone physically there all the time with him, at least have someone watching their
Total
cameras
failure.
when he's out of his cell.
Failure. Total failure.
It's ridiculous.
Hopefully, I mean, do you think anybody else is going to escape out of there? I don't know. There he is.
Well, now they're wearing different colors.
Yeah, now they're wearing different colors, but they ignored emails warning that he was an escape risk, a murderer, someone who would do something that horrific. They just turned a blind eye, whatever.
Yeah, I don't think
Unreal.
a change of color and what they're wearing is really gonna prevent it from happening again unless they make other changes.
Yeah, are they hiring more correctional officers? Because if everyone that's an escape risk needs 2,
Just
I don't know. Is Emily in here? What is Emily saying? But Toy Airy, that's a great idea. She says, put the escape risks in purple glitter. Doll shirts with ruffles around the neck. He's up in Graterford now. Top-notch security. Well, that's good. Katie K says, PA can't keep criminals behind bars,
That's
but
a
they can
good
get
point,
your DNA
Mike.
out of your trash. Oh, yeah, they can just exchange outfits. Yikes. That's not a good solution. That's not a good solution. But speaking of people that escape, let's talk about Kaitlin Armstrong. The girl that fled to Costa Rica. She fled to Costa Rica after allegedly unaliving a girl that her boyfriend was screwing around with on her. What was his name? Colin Strickland. So Colin went and had like lunch and went swimming with Mo. Her name's Mo, the one that was unalived. And Kaitlin allegedly unalived her and took off to Costa Rica with her sister's passport. She hung out in Costa Rica. She got a nose job. She did yoga. She had a good old time until she was apprehended and brought back. Well, apparently, she had a doctor's appointment. She faked an injury and had an appointment, and she took off running. She was running. Let's watch her run. That's Kaitlin Armstrong, and she's wearing black and white stripes. Let's slow it down. Now, a correctional officer was injured in this incident. So she has been tacked on with another felony, too. But there she is in her black and white stripes. Watch her scale this fence. Look at, he fell. He fell going up that hill. Look at that. I think that's when he gets injured. But check it out. She had been planning this. She faked the injury, took off running, and then they caught up with her about a block and a half away. And a bystander caught this video from her cell phone. I don't know if she ends up getting over that fence, but apparently they caught her like a block and a half away or something like that. So she's definitely screwed. So she's probably in isolation. She's probably got she's got no extras, I imagine. Isn't that crazy? She's crazy as hell. So she is in court on the 28th of this month, and we'll see what happens with her. I don't think there's anything else new. This is her after the nose job. But we did cover this when it happened, and I'm excited to actually cover her trial. Her whole case is sealed. I tried getting some records, and this is all I could get, guys. So when I requested records, I got this talking about they actually sent this over for a decision. I was asking for booking, arrest information, visitor logs, phone logs, and copies of mail. And it said they will only release me the booking sheet, and they have determined that the other information is confidential under Government Code Section 552.101. And then they gave me written reasons why they're saying I can't get all that stuff right now. First Amendment right, things like that. It would discourage correspondence, things like that. It might be intimate or embarrassing. So in other words, she has rights, and they won't give me her mail and her other stuff. But I got this, which this is her mugshot. She was arrested 7/5 of 2022. And then just this booking sheet, which is really a whole lot of nothing. It just has her charges and her bond. $3,500,000. So yeah, not a whole lot there from Harris County there, or Travis County rather. But it is what it is. And
when's her trial?
What? Her trial starts the 28th.
When's her trial?
The 28th.
Oh, soon.
This month. Or the 28th or the 31st. I'm getting all the trial dates mixed up. I know Richard Allen's in on the
Halloween?
31st. Halloweeny. She scaled that fence like a G. Escape is a second-degree felony with penalties up to 15 years in prison in Florida, says Mike. This is Texas. So they did say she's got another felony. She's screwed. What a dum-dum. These people think that they're going to get away with it. Like,
I mean, how stupid to be doing that before your trial.
Right. And not only that, you're in black and white stripes. Like,
Before you even go
hello,
to trial, how dumb.
even if you freaking got away, like,
Right.
how you going to get away in those jail stripes? What an idiot. So, yeah, that's Kaitlin. All right. So, our last story of the day before we do our funny going out video, which this went faster than I thought. I thought this was going to be, we got 2 going out videos today. But our last story is, I got to make sure and see if you can hear this. Let me see. This is Suzanne Morphew. I've got a video I wanted to show. Tell me if you can hear it. Can you hear it?
It's really quiet.
Is it
It's really low.
really low?
Mm-hmm.
Let me try to turn it up. Is it okay?
No. I can literally barely hear it.
Can you guys hear it okay? Let me know in chat if you guys can hear the video. Let me know.
No audio.
audio. No audio. All right. Well, I guess we're going to save that for another day because that one is 10 minutes long. And basically what it is this man. Did you hear that music? My windows are open. Someone just went by jamming. So this man that you see here, let me show you again. He has a channel and it's called, God, I can't remember now, like cold cases, or I don't know, something, but he's from Colorado. He went to the site. I guess you don't really even need audio. We can just watch it because he went to the site and he found a handgun. So
What?
he's out where Suzanne was found. He went out there to check out the area. Allegedly, he found a .22 caliber revolver. So why I saved this, and this is from Sweetie Pie Lowe's channel. She showed it, and then there's his channel. Let me see. His name is... Oh, I can't see it. So anyway, this video here is when he finds this thing. I'll walk you through it. So Barry Morphew had a .22. One of his guns was a .22, but we don't know if his gun is missing or not, the .22. But there was an unspent .22 caliber bullet on the floor next in the master bedroom of the Morphew home. So we have an unspent .22 caliber bullet. And he's pointing right now. Suzanne was found down there. And then now he's going to show you where he found the gun. And then he also found what looks like a ripped piece of sheet that looks like it might have blood on it. So now from where she was found, he pointed. Now he's going to where the gun... Hold on. He's going to where the gun is. And it's like buried in the mud. See that? He said he didn't touch it. There.
How did they not find that when they were out there looking for her?
I don't know. That's
In fact, they were out there searching for someone else as well at the same time, and there's just a revolver lying there.
Yeah. So this guy was getting a bunch of hate, he said. He was like, people are saying I faked it. He's like, I didn't fake it. He swears that he's not faking it. He actually did not touch it. He called the police or called CBI and told them it was there. And then Plunder went a step further, or actually, I don't know who he called. I shouldn't say that. Plunder actually called that county that's in. I don't remember how to say it, and asked if it was confirmed that there was a revolver found at the site. And they said, oh, we can't, we don't know. You'd have to call CBI. So she tried to find out if it was verified that it was actually found there, because she saw the same thing that we're looking at. So she was trying to find out if it was actually something true, but they obviously open investigation. They're not going to tell you that. But interesting. It's like a old, like a Western style, like 22. And also, the interesting thing is those tranquilizer darts fit in a 22 as well. And there was the tranquilizer cap in the Morpheus dryer. So we
Did
don't
you
know
say
if,
he said he found a sheet out there as well?
yes, we're going to see that next. So that's the gun he found. So now he's going to take us over to where he found this part of the sheet after he shows us the gun. I mean, it really looks like it's buried in the dirt. So let's fast forward.
It also just looks like it's kind of been placed there and covered with sticks.
Mm-hmm. Runes. That's what's coming next. Runes.
Yeah.
Okay, so now he's going to walk us. The sheet was not far from there, but there's a trailer out there too. And he's like, so weird. He's like, that trailer reminds me of Breaking Bad. So now he's walking us down. It's not too far, but it's like a ripped sheet. And he said he's an elk hunter, so he knows what like dried blood turns like brown.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that weird? There's a dead end sign like right there in the middle of nowhere. And then there's dead bodies everywhere. Like, what?
Yeah.
So creepy. It's known as the graveyard or boneyard. And there's someone set up over there in a trailer,
Mm-hmm.
which is weird. We're almost to the sheet. The sheet part reminded me of the Watts case, but it's like a tiny ripped piece. And the sheets were off of the Morphew daughter's bed. The bed, I think it was Macy's bed, was stripped. Hold on, I think I rewound it. Okay, so now there's the part of the sheet. We're going to go zoom in. And he didn't touch that either. He didn't want to touch any of this stuff, he said. Those creases sure look, I mean, like it was in a ball or something, doesn't it? How creased that is. What do you guys think? And then this person, Gator Lips, said a 22 does not enter and exit a body. Normally, it can ricochet inside, which causes more internal body damage than high caliber that goes straight through.
Mm.
Yeah, what do you think?
I don't know. That piece of sheet just out there, like in the breeze.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do they not find it? They were out there searching. And even if it had nothing to do with her, you'd think they take it in anyway because they don't know what it is.
Just in case.
Right, exactly.
But they did go back out there. So I don't know if like maybe they got a tip from him. I don't know when he was out there. But maybe they got a tip from him and that's when they went back out. And remember, they were out there after they found her. They went back out like this, Anne says.
Yeah.
Isn't
maybe
that
that's
wild,
what it was.
though? I mean, It wouldn't be the first time a YouTuber found something that authorities didn't. He also found bones that he turned in, that he marked. Yeah, he found bones like further out.
God, that's crazy.
Isn't it? So yeah, I saw this and I was like, wait a minute. And so I went back to read, some of Barry's court docs, and I was like, wait a minute. There was an unspent .22 caliber bullet on the floor in the master bedroom, and also that cap to the tranquilizer dart. And then this dude finds this.
I mean, it could have been out there buried, but over time it's coming to the surface. The revolver.
Mm-hmm. How did he know to search that area? It was after she was found. Stacy, JLR is everywhere and hasn't found shit. He has. They found bones out at Bryan Laundry. They found Gabby's cup. Take me back to the open door of the trailer bus with the Gabby Petito. Oh, it takes you back. Yeah. Meg P says, Potato, please tell us of all the crazies in the UK right now so I don't feel like it's just the USA. She needs you to make her feel better, Potato.
Oh, we have plenty here as well.
She's like,
we just don't
okay,
get to
I'll
hear
give
about a
you.
lot of stuff because everyone has protections here. So even criminals, we don't get to hear about stuff that's going on. So
We think our criminals
that's why we
have
follow
too
your
many
crime.
rights. Right, because you can hear about everything. You can get all the dirty
Yeah,
details.
you get to see all the court documents and everything. You can't get any of that stuff here.
All right, so I've got two funnies to
We don't have
bring us out
cameras in our
this Friday.
courtrooms.
You don't have cameras in courtrooms. You do sketches, right?
Yeah,
Do they even do sketches?
They
That's
have
it?
trialed. Yeah, they do sketches, but they've trialed having cameras in the courtroom. But what is that?
What you are witnessing is real. The participants are not actors.
It was somebody's horn outside. Hey, listen to the soundbite I found.
Fuck directly off. Directly off.
Listen.
No, you don't run the place.
Guess what? I do today. I do today. I do today.
I do today.
He's like, listen,
Listen,
Linda. Listen, Linda. All right, let's get into our first funny. This is body cam. I got a couple sound bites from this cop here today. It's pretty funny. So these foreigners stole from Walmart, and they're from Romania, but they're really sassy. And this cop ain't having it. I'm going to play a little bit of it. It's kind of funny. That lady weird.
Hey, guys, stop. What's up? For you to stop.
Why?
Stop.
For what?
Because I said so. Stop.
Why? Excuse me?
These three?
Excuse me?
Okay, come this way.
Come on,
Stop right here. Stop.
Okay,
come over this way real quick. Come over this way. You too. Yep. Come over this way.
What's happened? What's happened?
Sit.
Come on, don't
Sit.
Excuse me, I don't have nothing. What happened?
Sit. Thank you. You're back.
She's like, you're going with a creaker.
You're back.
Then slow it down if you want to find out what's going on.
Stop right here.
Can you sit on here? Are these bags? They're ours.
Yeah.
And then the sunglasses are ours too. Sunglasses are
Oh my god. Yes.
She takes
Teddy.
You got handcuffs?
Jeez.
Can we bring them to our office so we can go through everything?
Yeah, well, let me make sure they don't have any weapons.
Where?
Excuse me.
Stand up. You stand up. You stay seated.
I don't have nothing.
Well, I don't know that. Do I know what's in your pockets? Your hands.
If you guys,
Okay, sit.
That's what I'm thinking.
Stand. Come around that way.
there could be a couple items in the back.
All right, let's go this way.
Wait, it gets better.
Sit. Please, thank you.
So I'm pretty sure nothing's in there because they got spooked and so they ditched everything. That's everything that was in the cart. But we still have the bags and I still have syringes and the sunglasses. And I actually have to grab the tag from the sunglasses that she ditched in the jeans.
Okay.
I don't go with nothing. What is this? Sunglasses.
That's illegal. Now you know why you're sitting here. Stop talking. Stop talking.
Do you guys, how old are you guys? How old are you?
25. I'm 15. I don't know what happened there.
Do you guys have IDs from somewhere?
Oh, they have no IDs.
Do you have IDs?
I don't have.
You never have IDs issued to you?
Yes.
You don't have any identification whatsoever. So what's your name? Where are you from?
Romania.
So you have no identification at all? Okay, what's your name?
Anita.
Spell it?
I don't spell it. Anita.
How do you spell your name?
I know she don't know to spell it. She can write it for you. Come in.
What's your name? Spell it.
I don't know to spell it. I don't know so much English. This is my bag.
What about the deodorant?
Only two.
We watched you put this in that bag.
What?
We saw you grab it off
This
the
is
shelf.
mine for home.
We watched you grab it.
This is mine from home.
What's your last name?
My name, Anita.
Does Anita have a last name?
Anita, what?
Okay, so you're not
Ma'am,
gonna.
I'm not stealing nothing. What is this?
Okay, so you're not gonna identify yourself.
10 police and I don't know why.
What's your name?
What?
What? Spell it? You don't know how to spell your names? Like, how do you spell it in Romania? You don't know. Okay. What's your birthday?
97.
What's your birthday?
97 February.
February what?
97.
What's your birthday?
2008.
Do you have any United States identification at all? No.
The blue is my bag, ma'am. I don't steal nothing.
Okay. So the cameras are lying? So the cameras are lying is what you're saying?
You want to see the camera?
Okay.
I don't know what happened. I'm bring just see this first.
Guess what? I do today.
I don't know
I do
what to
today.
say.
I
10
do today.
police, 10 cars for the police, and I don't know why.
I'm going to fast forward to the best, better
Habla
part.
español, Hasimi. Habla español.
Huh?
Habla español.
No.
Sí, hablas. Tú eres mexicano.
Mexican?
Sí.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's something I didn't know.
No hablar.
I just said no.
I'm joking with this insecurity.
They just confirmed that they hit Auburndale as well.
Where?
Auburndale, Florida.
This is in Florida.
I can see you.
Sticky fingers. You guys have sticky fingers.
No, I want to see you. Please. Because I am not here and it's just as last time. I want to see the camera. When you told me it's the
She said they had. Look at her.
Not
You
here.
guys are naughty.
Different store.
What store? Here in this city.
Hey, so just so y'all know, you can go steal from Walmart.
What?
We're all in communication. So every time, like you do a push out there, guess what? We
And what is your problem with the under store? What's your problem? It's not your store. I'm joking with this now because I'm looking. She see me. I put everything here and I put and go with the mask. Because she look me. She see me. I put why see with this? Like I put here
You got a lot of hot air.
Yes.
You got a lot of hot
I'm
air.
joking with this.
It's not a joke.
Because I see you. You look me. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolut. Hați niște de cuburea domnului, al curbe. Absolut. I'm not stealing nothing de cuburea și al curbea domnului. I pay this. I want to pay.
It's too late to pay the first one.
I want to pay this.
It's too late.
Why?
Because you already answered the store.
Okay, I'm stealing.
That's why you
Okay,
did it.
you call 10 police. Thank God the police for this street.
Shut up. Again. For the second
Renación,
time.
¿qué más?
Cállate.
Okay.
Por favor.
¿Por qué no le dice nada?
No hablas
Sabe español y no
Anita.
hablas.
Por favor.
Stop talking. Per the Border Patrol, known to conduct multiple thefts throughout the state of Florida.
Oh shit! Border Patrol.
Wow.
Okay, repeat.
You got the big fish today.
Something that I know. You can repeat. I know all these things.
Might have warrants.
Nice.
I'm paying my warrant. I know how to.
Go into the clinker.
What?
Go into the clinker, the big house.
What?
Clink, clink.
Hablas español. Yo estoy español.
She told them that they're going to the fucking
Nice.
clinker. She's like,
I'm
what?
paying my warrant. I know how to.
Go into the clinker.
What?
Go into the clinker, the big house.
What? Hablas español. Yo estoy español. ¿Qué hace? ¿Qué más?
How long have you been in the United States?
What?
How long have you been in this country?
Like 3 years.
3 years?
2.
2 years?
Like, no.
Think of all the inconspicuous clothing that you could steal.
I don't want to steal it. I'm put here because I'm joking with this. Yes, what is it's big?
Diarrhea of the mouth.
I don't want to steal it.
Diarrhea of the mouth. And I gotta search them more thoroughly.
It's cold.
Oh my god.
Because I'm joking with this. Yes.
Diarrhea
what
of the
is
big?
mouth.
Diarrhea of the mouth.
I don't want to steal it.
Diarrhea of the mouth. And I gotta search them more thoroughly.
Wait.
Shut up.
You know why?
For this. For this. What is this?
Means bad. You shouldn't have done it.
What?
Go ahead and stand up.
She did the
Stand up.
shame.
Stand up. Turn around.
Put your hands together like you're praying.
She's the first one to get the bracelets.
Excuse me, sir. I can come.
Hakuna Matata.
Stand up.
Hakuna Matata.
Excuse me, ma'am. I want to see the picture that she told me the idea. I want to see it. Because
Not right
I'm
now.
with me. It's just the first time when here.
Not now.
What no now?
You can't see it now.
You see me when I'm with the police?
No, your attorney will have it.
Yes,
What?
Your
correct.
attorney will have it.
What is this going?
Your attorney. The person that represents you in the court of law.
No, I don't want the court because I am not me.
You're not you?
No, I am
Who
not
are
me.
you? Someone else?
I don't know.
Okay.
I want to see the picture. Why not give me the picture?
No order.
Why? I'm not coming.
It's not
the
up
court.
to you.
I'm gonna have that all their phones. Get all the property and stuff. Yeah, I got all that. I'll meet you over there. Okay. Yeah. Let's go.
The walk of shame. Look at everybody at Walmart.
Excuse me, sir. I'm going to the police. And what happened?
You stole.
What?
You stole glasses.
When I'm going to the police, what happened?
You're gonna get booked. You're gonna get processed. And as of right now, the Border Patrol is gonna place a detainer on you.
What?
Yeah, which means you're gonna stay there until they deem it necessary.
I'm staying.
Yeah.
For this.
When who are you going now? In the jail?
To the jail.
Oh, for sunglasses.
What's that?
For sunglasses, we are going in the jail.
Yeah. It's crazy, right?
Yes, it's very crazy. How long I staying in the jail?
How long?
Yes, how long?
Oh, I have no idea. I
How
can't
you
call.
don't
I
have
can't
no
get
idea?
39.
You are a sheriff.
I
You are
can't-
bring me to jail.
Huh?
You are a sheriff. You need to know.
I need to know
Yes, you need to know. You bring me to the jail.
until you bond out. You're there until you bond out.
My bond?
Yeah.
I'm 15. You
still-
can put bond on me?
Yeah, I can.
No,
Yeah, you can.
I don't think so.
Okay. But can you be arrested because you're 15?
Huh?
Can you be arrested because you're 15?
Yes, I can, but no bond. It's something different.
Okay. Understand. I understand what you're saying. You're saying because you're a juvenile, you don't get a bond. Well, you still get a bond. You're being arrested for a criminal charge.
For what? For a criminal charge?
Yeah, criminal charge.
What is this criminal? What I'm doing? I don't kill nobody for criminal.
I know, but you're still.
Yes, that's
Theft is a
no
crime.
criminal thing.
Theft is a crime.
No, it's not a criminal thing.
Yeah,
It's a crime. What?
it's a crime. Theft. When you take
But I'm
somebody
stealing
else's.
sunglasses. It's a crime.
When you take somebody else's possessions without their permission, it is a crime.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. For sunglasses, that's not a crime.
Okay. We have to wait and see. Immigration's coming.
Immigration.
Look at her
face. What?
Well, apparently you guys committed a crime somewhere else.
Excuse me?
Did you guys steal somewhere else?
Immigration. What? What?
I don't know. I'm just hearing what I heard. All of you.
Immigration. Really?
Yeah.
But why immigration?
Why?
Yes.
I don't know. From what I'm hearing, did you steal from another store?
No.
No? Your friend did.
Yes.
Yeah, she did.
Oh my God, they are too much. Body cam is so much fun, isn't it, Meg? She's like, no, it's just sunglasses. It's not a crime. It's not the crime. It's not the criminal.
Sat there in her Hakuna Matata shirt, like, it's sunglasses. It's whatever.
I'm 15. You can't.
It's not a
bond.
criminal thing.
When he says Border Patrol, her face. Look at her face.
She's like, what?
What? It was all a joke until they said Border Patrol. Then things got serious.
She's like, wait, no, I didn't steal anywhere else. My friend.
He's like, her friend did. She's like, yes. Oh my God. Okay, so our last one is, if you guys have any funny body cams, send them to me. We can do them in our going out videos. They're so fun. This is a story from Detroit. This is from the D. City shuts down a psychedelic church on Detroit's west side. These people are worshiping the mushrooms, y'all.
Neighbors say a local church was doing more than worshiping. They say it was operating a dispensary and distributing magic mushrooms. And now the church has been locked and its operation shut down.
Yeah, but the religious leader there says some neighbors and the city of Detroit have the wrong idea. He told me the church focuses on sacred healing plants, and that church believes what it's doing is protected. Just off Southfield Freeway, you'll see the historic Bushnell Congregational Church on Detroit's west side. They padlocked a church. A church where this week the city of Detroit padlocked every door and posted bright orange notices shutting down the place. What's this all about?
It's about, I think it's religious redlining. I mean, that's specifically what this is about.
Shaman Shu is the founder of Soul Tribes International Ministries. It's been operating from this church since early 2023. More plainly, he believes the issue is his church's practice of distributing psilocybin mushrooms to its members, or shrooms as they're called in street lingo.
People need access to these sacred plants. It's getting people off heroin. It's getting people off cocaine.
Shaman Shu says sacred plant medicine is the foundation of his work, but his allegations about possible dispensaries here.
Look at their neon light above the door. Watch.
Foundation of his work, but his allegations about.
It says tribe. What does it say? Tribe shroom. Tribes shroom sacrament. See it? He's getting people off heroin, off the heart stuff, and giving them some magic mushrooms. I think he's going to have a lot of people joining the church after
of
this.
his work, but his allegations about possible dispensaries here and advertising that got the attention of neighbors and city leaders like Council President Pro Tem James Tate.
Started out pretty small, but I counted almost around 30 to 40 of these lawn signs. They were yellow,
They said, shrooms, we deliver. The city's pushed a padlock and
He
closed
wanted
it.
to laugh. He wanted to
We
laugh.
deliver.
They had yellow signs that said shrooms, we deliver. Watch his face.
Get your
The
shrooms
40
here.
These lawn signs, they were yellow.
His face.
They said, shrooms, we deliver.
The city's push to padlock and close this church comes weeks after Detroit police raided the place. In a statement from Doug Baker, Detroit's Assistant
Cops on his
Corporation
phone.
Counsel, it says, despite its intent, the city ordinance does not override state law, which considers psilocybin to be a controlled substance. The ordinance also does not allow for sale or distribution of psilocybin.
I think it's a huge win for our residents based upon the feedback that I've gotten from far and wide in the district.
Back outside the church, Shaman Shu says he believes the work he's doing with mushrooms is protected. He believes the city's actions are a violation of religious
His
freedom.
sign was
We're
flashing.
fighting. We're going all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. We're going to go all the way.
Now, Shaman
He's
Shu
got the
told
all-seeing eye, too. Look at the triangle in his logo. It's like the all-seeing eyes. He's like, we're going all the way. You know what, though? I mean, if you consider downtown Detroit, there's probably on all these corners, hookers, crack dealers, you know, you name it. And this dude's just using some sacred plants. Punani Nani says we need a shirt that says shrooms we deliver. I love it. Nils says, he said, I bet those church sermons are awesome. The shaman shroom dash.
They are ascending.
And the dude's like, they padlocked the door on a church.
Now, Shaman Shu told me he has a legal team working on this issue with the city of Detroit. He says he also had them help write propositions about the religious use of psilocybin's mushrooms, since this has become a nationwide issue.
Plus, she has to go back.
What do you think? Isn't it funny? When he goes to open the door, watch. I gotta watch that part again.
A church where this church on Detroit's west side.
They padlocked a church.
A church where this week the city of Detroit padlocked every door and posted bright orange notices shutting down the place. What's this all about?
It's about, I think it's religious redlining. I mean, that's specifically what this is about.
Shaman Shu is the founder of Soul Tribes International Ministries. It's been operating from this.
Look at, he even has mums around the church to make it look inviting. Oh, shoot, you guys. You can't make it up. In fungi, we trust. We need patches that say, in fungi, I trust. And we trust. In shrooms, we trust. So, I mean, microdosing is really a thing. It really is a thing. Carlin says we had a shroom shop here and the line was down the street and it got shut down, I think. This is in Detroit. Oh no, Meg P says here comes more feet fungus ads and I said fungi. Oh my gosh. Potato, are you still there?
Oh, whoops. I was muted.
Oh my gosh, you're becoming me. You are becoming me. That is a wrap for our show. I'm so glad that you could come up today.
Me too.
I've missed
it. I missed you.
I know. I miss you, man.
Don't make me a dog-faced lion pony soldier.
Well, how did you guys like today's
Pony
FriJay
soldier.
Live? I hope you enjoyed it. We had a lot of stories. Diana's
loved
going to
it.
make shrooms with Rice Krispie treats. I don't know. I mean, you got to figure a church is kind of protected, so it'll be interesting. We'll follow it. We'll see if we can follow his case. It'll probably be, I don't know what court it would be in. Would it be a federal court if it's against your like constitutional rights or something? We'll have to figure it out. I'll look it up. We'll follow that case. We'll follow his court case. Maybe we can get him on for an interview. Ask him about his church and follow his case. We'll give him some attention. that'd be fun. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your FriJay. It is 5 o'clock here Eastern time. It is officially the weekend, folks. It's the weekend. You got any big plans this weekend? Fun Guy Friday?
Working.
Boo!
Yeah, I work weekends.
KDK, shrooms, we deliver. I am not me. Hakuna Matata. Scaling 6-foot fences. Carlin, I need a title for today's live. And then we're going to break down every topic into separate videos so you guys can all watch and replay. And replay crew, make sure you give this a like. If you guys haven't liked this video, please do. And just as a reminder, Monday Live is 10 a.m. on Monday. We're going to 10 a.m. morning show madness. Haunted house tonight, globalism. How fun. I hate haunted houses, but I hope you have fun. I don't like being scared. Do you like haunted houses?
No, when they have... No, not when they have people in them that like jump out at you and stuff. I went to one last year, and yeah, no, not my thing.
Could they touch you or no? Just
they can't touch you, but
out.
they can chase you.
Okay, so they have ones here that, I mean, this is real deal. You got to sign a waiver before you go in because they can touch you.
That is a definite
That's a
nope.
hard no. Yeah, that's a hard no for me.
Swerve.
I don't even like haunted houses because I don't like being startled. I get mad when people startle me. It literally makes me mad. Like, I get angry. So, like, a haunted house is not for me, but globalism says, I'm not scared. I watch true crime. I just don't like that startle. I don't like that.
Jump scare stuff. Yeah, no, me neither.
Yeah, I don't like that. Meg P punched a guy at a haunted house when she was 8.
Oh,
damn, Meg P. Did you give me a bloody nose?
When you were 8?
Angie, I saw. Globalism went to Rob Zombie's haunted house. That was fun. That sounds cool. Katie K did the same thing. She said it's the only time she's been violent is at a haunted house. Well, maybe we should send a warning to all these workers at these haunted houses you guys are going to tonight.
Katie, it's we have to stand down.
They might need a little warning. All right. Well, I guess that's it. Under 2 hours. Lots of stories. Good deal. Good deal. So enjoy the rest of your Friday. I will see you on Monday for sure. If not before then. If anything happens, you know I'll be here. So thank you, Potato. Are we ready to dance it out?
Thank you.
Fucking fuzzy slippers and lip gloss.
All right, let's dance it out, guys.
Bye.
How are we going to dance it out? Here we go. All right, let's see if I can get this. Bye, guys. Bye, Facebook. Bye, YouTube. Be sure to check out my other videos and playlists for more true crime content. And if that's not enough, you can join our Patreon. Don't have a tinfoil hat? It's okay. We'll make you one. It's that easy. See you guys in the next video.
See you later. Bye.
I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn.
Oh my god.
You're not muted, by the way.
Feels unreal, but I'm feeling differently. You're making plans to get to friends, but don't wanna face the fact that I ain't got time, I ain't got time away so much that now you don't feel the way you felt when we were younger. But that's okay for me, 'cause